Where are the low value men? Like, what are all the low value men up to during these trying times? Because the high value men, I know they're around. They won't shut the fuck up. Low value men, I have not heard a word out of. I'm starting to think I'm on their side. I think I want one of those. I want a low value man. They don't make podcasts. I haven't seen one low value man make a podcast. Do they not know how to use microphones? Maybe that's a good thing. That's hot. All right, I've never seen a man use a microphone for good.
Until now, everybody buckle up. It's low value mail time with your host, Danny Polishchuk. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to an all-new episode of Low Value Mail on this Tuesday, September 19th, 2023, the year of our Lord. I'm telling you, we'll eventually figure out which Lord that is. I'm sure you all have your opinions, but welcome back. We got a fantastic show for you this evening. With us is the pimp on the blimp. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Alex Stein is joining us very shortly on the show. I'm very excited to have him on. We're going to be getting up to all sorts of fun stuff. He was actually on episode number 3. This was when he was just a youngin', and he called in to episode 3. He left a voicemail. I think he left a voicemail on episode 2. Then he called in episode 3. We had a nice little chat, and then I got my first strike on YouTube from the chat we had. So we will talk about that. We'll talk about all sorts of things. Yes, we will. Before we get started, though, please like and subscribe. As always, just do, like, subscribe, leave a review if you're listening. Also, if you're listening to this, if you're one of the listeners, of the several listeners who listen to this on Spotify or wherever platform you listen to this, and you hate listening to the ads that occasionally pop up, you can get this ad-free. You can get every episode ad-free and support the show and help me get a producer by signing up at patreon.com/lowvaluemail, or go to twitter.com/DannyJokes or x.com/DannyJokes, because for some reason it's both, but you can do both and support the show. And then you can also, and you'll get a wrench, which, if you see all these people with wrenches, is their mods, and there'll be an after show tonight, because you're wondering what's the point of the wrench other than just flexing on all the plebes. You can actually use the wrench because we're going to have an after show tonight, starting at 11 o'clock, where we watch videos, and you can actually post links if you have one of these mod wrenches. So you can do all sorts of stuff, but mostly just help me get a producer, because it's sorely needed. Although someone said that part of the charm is me not having a producer. So it just might be where I never get one, and that's just how it is, and that's what's up. But anyways, if you want to get ad-free of every episode, including the bathhouse and everything, and all the crossing streams, replays, all that stuff, $5 a month. Go and do that right now. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm back. All right, we got some a couple other things. There's no episodes the next 2 weeks, so I have a flight at 6 a.m. tomorrow, which I honestly thought for a moment about canceling the show tonight. We were supposed to have the Sasquatch guy on. This guy, Mike Patterson from Sasquatch, Ontario. But as you expect a Sasquatch guy to be, a little cagey. So I don't know what happened to him. But we got Alex Stein, which I'd much rather have. So his loss is our gain, if you will. But yeah, so no episodes. I'm going to Colorado tomorrow morning for a wedding, and then going to Vegas for Skankfest. If you're going to be at Skankfest, come say what's up. We're going to be doing lots of fun stuff, lots of comedy, all that stuff. But anyways, no bathhouse until October 4th, and no low value mail until October 10th. So hug your loved ones, because it's going to be a tough time. It's going to be a tough time for us all, but mostly for you. But I will be doing a lot of replays. I still haven't decided exactly what I'm doing, My strike on my main channel expires tomorrow. God bless it, or God willing, I don't get a new one. But it expires tomorrow. I might move the bathhouse back to my main comedy channel and then just do Low Value Mail on the Low Value Mail channel. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, I will be posting. I still have to upload a lot of old episodes of Low Value Mail. So this channel, you'll be seeing tons of new episodes in the next couple of weeks until the next episode. All you need to know is they are replays. There's no new episodes until October 10th, where we will be back with Clint Russell. So check that out when we're back. And anything else? I don't think so. I think that's kind of everything. I think everything I wanted to get. And if you see my nice little greenish glow, it's because we got a lot of lights on me right now. No, you don't care. But I told you anyways. All right, so let's get the show on the road. And again, don't forget we got and the after show has its own link. It's open to the public, but only Wrench folks can post links and whatnot. So let's bring prime time Alex Stein. And of course, the phone lines are going to be open throughout the show. So if you have questions for Alex, you want to talk to Alex, ask us questions, you can do that because that's what this show is. It's the greatest call-in show on the internet. So one moment, please, while we bring the legend, Alex Stein, on himself. I asked to unmute him. Oops, I actually muted him again. Alex, are you there, sir?
Are you okay, Danny?
I'm not, man. I've had a hectic day, and I have a 6 a.m. flight, and I don't have that lounge pass like you have, man. I don't get to go rock those lounges. I'm actually flying into Dallas tomorrow morning.
You don't have,
and I have a 45 minutes to catch a connection, and if I miss that connection, all hell's gonna break loose, and I don't operate well under pressure, you know? So
I'm trying to frame myself up. I can tell, dude.
No, I got you. No, I just moved you.
Okay,
I just reframed you.
Okay.
Yeah. I just reframed you.
Okay.
Dude,
All
you're
right,
such a pro, man. Let me tell you, you're the first person ever who has had the feed going so that they can deal with their own framing. I always just frame people. I had Ryan Dawson on last week. He was at some points, he would be like walking around his kitchen. Then he was like outside. Then he was laying down. He was fucking all over the place.
You didn't get a strike for that. He's pretty. I mean, I like Ryan Dawson, but he.
No, I didn't. I did not get a strike for that. I don't know. Shout out to
$10 super chat.
Shout out to Dylan. Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
What do you, Alex, think about the Chinese guy's TED talk about making people allergic to meat? 4chan warned a year ago them being responsible for bringing over ticks that make you allergic to meat. Well, Dylan Farnham, that's a great question.
Shout
a
out, Dylan.
Little known fact about Primetime 99 Alex Stein. I'm also the plant-based pimp. I don't eat meat.
When was the last time you ate meat?
I mean, 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. So it's
Look
been a
at
while.
this.
Oh, hey, kitty.
Look
It's
at
weird
this
that they don't
domination.
mind. It's weird that they don't mind that.
I know.
I think
It's my
one
kid.
time I tried to pick up my dog like that, and he was just like, "What are you doing?"
Well, this is a kitten still, so she likes it.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, what were we just saying? I got into
the meat.
Oh, yeah, so I'm a plant-based pimp. Yeah, I mean, no, I think meat is healthy, but, when these animals get slaughtered in these factory farms, they start to release large amounts of adrenaline. So you're eating the adrenalized blood, and it's like I'm all about low vibration.
That's how they make That's how they make adrenochrome.
It's cow. Isn't
that like the same thing that they were talking about with the Call of Sound of Freedom movie? That's like the guy was saying that's how they make adrenochrome.
Yeah, but we don't want to say that on YouTube. But yes, that is it's basically the cow.
Do you have any
version
active
of it.
strikes right now? What's the deal with your YouTube?
Yeah,
channel?
I always got a few strikes, Doug. I'm always on probation.
you're just always
Come on, I'm always in the principal's office. I'm a pimp on a blend,
dude.
Danny,
I hope this does, dude. If I'll be the most unlucky person on earth, but I have a strike that expires tomorrow. Not on this channel though, on my other channel, because I got the strike and then I moved all my podcasts over to this channel to just have a podcasting channel. But I know they know they're linked. So I don't know.
I know they know they're linked too on all mine. That's why I'm just like, I actually deleted my old Conspiracy Castle channel with nearly 50,000 subscribers and good viewership because I just had a bunch of old 9/11 stuff. I just didn't want them to. They gave me a retroactive video for a video that I deleted about January 6th. So I just totally.
That was it private or was it actually
deleted, dude?
That's
deleted.
Crazy. So basically, even if you delete something from YouTube, it's
always in their database,
sitting on their server forever in some capacity.
Forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
But anyways,
so,
back to the meat thing. Back to Dylan's question. So
yeah, so you're kind of eating like I guess if you went and hunted a deer or something, that would be probably pretty good meat, or like maybe killed.
But he's
it,
saying that
like,
there's like ticks that they like. I guess what he's insinuating is that they basically.
I just saw a video
ticks.
from Costco where a salmon had some parasite in it.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, some of this meat's going to be contained. Think about how much meat we consume. And listen, you don't have to become a plant-based pimp like me, but I transitioned to it, and I am in transition. I am trans. So, I was reading some stuff about it. I watched some documentaries about it, and I'm an animal lover. Like literally, I have a cat right here. I have multiple cats and dog. But I was reading stuff. It's like you don't have to eat meat with every meal, and I do eat eggs, and I do eat dairy. I mean, I try not to eat a ton of it, but I do eat it. So my point being is like you can eat cereal in the morning. You don't have to have a big slob of bacon or whatever. I'm not saying cereal is healthy, but yeah, I mean, you don't always have to eat meat with every meal. I think that's a misconception that we have in society.
My girl's actually vegetarian, so that's actually got me where I eat a lot less meat now.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, and like I'm not saying I'm a hypocrite because I have to buy cat food and dog food, which is all meat and fish. So,
but dude, if
like,
you're one of those psychos who's like my cat's vegan.
No,
and you're like, they don't want that. The cats.
That's insane.
That is insane. I mean, it's borderline abuse. I would say that's borderline abuse. But
yeah, but Daily Mail just came out with an article the other day, like praising it. It's like, yeah, right. So
no
yeah,
cat, no
cat,
animal.
Yeah, cat needs meat.
Do you ever think about the fact that have you ever heard that thing where like with cats where like if you died, like they'll start eating you within like hours, like it's like a couple hours?
Yes, they would, and that'd be awesome. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah. Chris says, did you see the I Prime versus John Zerka fight? They fought?
Yeah. I watched it all.
There was an actual fight?
Are you kidding? You didn't see it on Adrian Ross's stream? It was a big
deal.
I
saw someone tweet about it, and then I went on, and I guess it must have been over because there was 120,000 people watching Aiden Ross just sitting around. So I guess I missed it.
I watched it the whole way.
Who won?
I mean, Zerka's out of shape. Like I'm training for a boxing match. Not that I'm some perfect boxer, but he like dislocated his shoulder halfway through it, which looked real in the fight. And they gave it to him, and he won $40,000. But it was pretty even, and he took some blows. He was a lot bigger and thicker than the guy that he fought. He was much meatier. Yeah. But yeah, it was a pretty even fight, to be honest. But I would say Zerka won it. He got some good shots towards the end. But you know what I mean? It wasn't like he didn't like totally beat him up. But I think Zerka might have been better if he didn't hurt himself. I'm not even trying to white knife for Zerka. He had trained nothing at all, was not even warmed. I mean, if Zerka had 1 week of training before, just like me, like you're better. It's like the first day you do yoga, after you do it 5 days, you're better. Like,
yeah,
it's like with anything, like, even if you train for 1 week, it seems, unnecessary or like it wouldn't help much, but it does. Every training session would help him a little bit. So the fact that he wasn't training for it, and I don't know if the other guy was, they just had a sparring match, and it was just like a sparring match goes. You throw some punches, they miss some punches, they land.
So how's the boxing training? You're fighting Mike Harrington in Tampa in November, right?
Dude, yes, and it's intense, man. I've been on the freaking grind because I've been boxing at this place called Montoya Boxing Gym. And like the guy I spar against just got out of jail. He's a black dude, but he worked for the cartel, like driving cars across the border. And on his like sixth time, he got paid a lot of money to do it each time. He said on his sixth time, they just like, the SWAT basically came out.
He was driving into Mexico, or he was driving.
Yeah, he would just pick up a car from Mexico and drive it across the border with his passport, as an American.
Yeah.
It looked like a rental car or whatever. Or I don't know. He didn't actually describe the car, but he wouldn't know anything. He would just drive the car and drop it off somewhere.
I mean, I'm sure he had an idea that something bad was happening, but anyways. So he's training you? No. This guy Montoya has been training boxers for years, for like 40 years. But I'm saying he's like my sparring partner. There's a couple other dudes. There's a vet there that I box with, and his name's Jonathan too. And then another big Mexican dude named Jose. But I'm just saying he's like the guy I'm sparring against, and he just got out of jail, so he's like jacked up, dude. He's tough. Like these sparring sessions are not very much fun. My chest, I have a small contusion like my chest is sore right now. It hurts when I take a deep breath and stuff. I mean, really? I'll be fine. It's not. Yes, because he hit me really hard the other day. He connected. I got into him, and he did a 1-2 right on my chest because I put my hands down at the end of the round. He just kind of like made me pay for it. He was not kidding around. And gets tired. People always watch boxing and they're like, "Why don't you keep your hands up?" And you're like, "Just it's tiring."
Yeah, dude. At the end of the round, I thought we were kind of done, and the bell rang. But see, that's what the thing is. The trainer like keep it going before it calls time because he wants to get me used to boxing a little longer. But dude, I mean, we're sparring. Like we're not going after each other's heads, but you can punch in the body, and like you can. You're not. I guess I'm not going full blast by any means. You're going 80%, but you're trying to connect. You're trying to hit. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird. It's like football. It's like practice. Like you go hard in practice. You know what I mean? At least like the first team does. I did when I played. So I'm going hard, but I'm not going 100%. So it does hurt. It do get hit, just like in practice. It hurt when they landed on your ankle or whatever the heck, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just doing that as a guy that's in my 30s, you know, 36 years old. It's just, I'm old. I don't feel that old, but I'm just saying it's like I'm going back to playing combat sports. It's insane. But all these old people like me, like, you know, Adam Carolla's into boxing. Everybody's gets into boxing. I feel like it's just kind of like,
yeah, I mean, it's great exercise, but yeah, it is not easy in terms of, you know, like the beating that you take, especially the older you get. It's not ideal.
you know, it'd make your show a lot easier too. Why don't you just use StreamYard? Like I use OBS too, but now I just use StreamYard. It's so easy
I can't use Stream. So would you, if you'd like to know, the reason is because we take calls on here, and unless StreamYard changed something recently.
What software? I meant to ask you because with Zoom, it's hard for me to share the audio with Zoom callers on my Google Voice. I don't know how to do it.
So basically, you do it through Zoom. I can show you when I see you in Vegas, but basically, it's through Zoom. No. So we're on
computer audio.
No. So we're on Zoom right now, and then and I'm gonna open up the phone lines in like probably 10 minutes or so after we so people can call in 1-888-949-2969. Do not call right now, but I have an 800 number that I bought from Zoom.
Oh,
and so
wow,
then people call.
Number.
Yeah, so then people call over Zoom, and then I patch it through to you, and then I basically patch it through to our call. It's the only. I tried a million things. It's the only thing I can figure out in order to take calls.
Yeah, because in order to have other people take it, because you can have Google Voice and Solo take it, no problem. But if you want your guests to be able to hear it, that's
exactly. This is the only way. Like if you want the guest and a caller to be able to talk to each other, this is the only way to do it. So. And I'm sure a lot of people will have questions for you. Someone actually just asked if and I think we know the answer. Alex, this is from Kyle. Would you add the AOC notch to your belt if she wanted to?
Duh, what are you talking about?
I mean, who would?
Are you smoking crack, Hunter Biden? Chill, bro.
So I want to ask you about you got this lawsuit against the city of Plano.
Yeah, because I'm a pimp on a blend.
Are you allowed? Are you allowed? How much?
Yeah, I'm allowed to say, well, I got my attorney coming on my show tomorrow. Y'all all need to subscribe to Prime Time without a Stein. That is at 7 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And tomorrow, yes, my attorney's coming on, and we're talking all about it. And I'm suing them because they kicked me out for
so
saying...
I'm sure everybody here knows, but you are like the OG...
Town Hall Terror. Well, really, there's other people that have done it before me, to be fair. But I'm saying I've taken it to a whole different level.
Who was doing it before you?
Well, there's those two guys, Chad and...
Oh, right. That is true. They did, yeah.
They're kind of a team, though. I'm solo dolo. That's a little different.
But you're like banned from everywhere. You can't go anywhere now, I imagine.
I'm not banned anywhere, dog. I'll be suing New York City.
But I'm saying you show up and they're like...
They all know who a pimp be. They know because every town hall is a video town hall and a viral video at a town hall. Every little town hall is like, look at this town hall. This town hall being acting all crazy. So, yes, I'm famous in the town hall.
That's what I'm saying. In the town hall scene...
I'm big in the town hall scene.
The top guy.
I've in Colleyville. They've actually.
I'm sure, like, there's like a town hall association of like America, and like there was an email that got sent out to everyone, being like, watch out for this guy. He's gonna come in at some point.
Well, because I've Zoomed so many places, and then I was like suing people for the Brown Act in California, like sending cease and desist. So they all would send a coordinated email to just turn off the camera whenever I speak, but to keep the mic on.
And is that some sort of violation of your rights as an American?
Kind of. I mean, it's kind of a gray area, but like I should be able to be on the camera and be seen because all these videos are usually replayed on their like city TV channel too. You know, that's what people don't realize. So my point being is like when they turn off the camera, that is a, you know, I guess, and the microphone, obviously that's a violation of your speech. So that's why we're going to court.
So what are you suing? You're suing Plano for what specifically?
First Amendment violation, turning off my microphone for saying that. And so we're just going to see what they have to say. And New York settled really fast because I would call into Zoom and they would just shut me down. And they didn't even want to, you know.
There's a financial settlement, or they were just like, hey, you can come
financial
back?
settlement.
Nice.
Yeah,
so this is actually paying off.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, no, because I've
because
paid
the
this
lawyer probably called
all
it.
this
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
and I've
right.
submitted stuff, and I got a court case with Dallas County where this the county judge was in college arrested for doing a panty raid where he went to a girl's dorm, which isn't.
Oh yeah, I remember
guess,
you accosted
and
him.
I started reading an article about it that was in the D magazine. And it was actually a favorable article about him, but it was the most scandalous part of the article. And he immediately shut me down and had a cop remove me. So then they hate me, like they don't want to settle at all. We've had a lot of correspondence with them, and they're not going to settle. Now we're in the
And what are they
discovery
trying to
part of the
wait you
lawsuit.
out or what?
Yeah, just wait me out, but they don't realize my attorney John Gross is a rabbi, and he's a very great Jewish attorney, and there's no better attorney than a Jewish rabbi attorney.
Very patient. He's
the most patient.
He's he's a rabbi as well as an attorney. We actually have a guy who calls into the show. I wonder maybe we'll call him tonight, Joe the lawyer. But I don't know if he's technically a rabbi, but he's like an Orthodox Jew, and he's also a lawyer.
He's an Orthodox Jew.
And I don't know that he's very good, but I also know that he's very good.
Yeah.
If that makes
Well,
sense.
he went to rabbinical school, and he was a rabbi practice for like 3 or 4 years, and then decided to go into law. But he's like,
yeah.
I mean, I can't ever talk to him on the weekends. It's crazy.
Yeah, the same with Joe. You can never if you need a good. That's the crazy thing is if you get arrested on like a Friday night or a Saturday, you got to.
Well, my dad's a bail bondsman, so my dad would get me out. But yeah, no, I need him because
I meant in general. I wasn't talking about you specifically. I just meant as a generality.
Yeah. Well, I did have some instances with the Capitol Police and stuff during the Jewish holidays. So
what'd you do?
No, just detained during AOC and
during the AOC
a couple times
thing.
where I was trying to get a hold of John, and he's actually in Baltimore, not far from DC.
Yeah.
So it's just funny. There's been times when I've needed him and I couldn't get a hold of him. But,
What are you making of all this Lauren Boebert stuff?
I mean, it's not that big a deal, but I guess it is a big deal. I mean, she's a 36-year-old granny, so she's a freak.
That is crazy. I didn't realize she was actually a grandmother.
She's a freaky freak, and that's a freaky freak. And that was her first date. I'm trying to go on a date with her. I wish she'd call me.
Really? You're trying to make that happen?
Trying to make that happen, Captain. I mean, come on, Captain. Let me get a ride.
I actually interviewed her once when I was on In Hot Water with Gino Bisconte. And then we made some publications.
Are you trolling me? Gino got Lauren Boebert on In Hot Water?
Yeah, but so this was before she was like, this is when she was running, when she just like worked at a restaurant.
Wow.
Because that was her deal, right? Like she was just like worked at a restaurant, and then she's like, I'm running or she owned a restaurant or something. Yeah,
I think it was like a gun restaurant or something.
Yeah, it was a gun restaurant, exactly. And then there's an article saying that Lauren Boebert was on a racist podcast.
There were some viral videos of her calling out Beto O'Rourke, I believe, too.
Really?
Before she was like, going to protest, kind of like what I do.
Why don't you become a Congress person? If she could do it, you could for sure do it.
George Stein, sup, Danny and Alex, loving the energy tonight. Well,
thanks, man. Thanks,
you guys love this energy. I'm going to be chatting, guys.
George Jefferson was trying to fight all last week Ryan Dawson. He just would call in nonstop trying to fight Ryan Dawson.
I just chatted. Go follow my Primetime with Alex Stein channel and go leave a comment, please.
Yes, sir. So you're not doing the conspiracy stuff anymore? You're out of the conspiracy?
No, I talk
game?
about it a little bit, but I'm trying to just stick with the comedy a little bit and just kind of dog whistle it. So I'm not. So
you have any good conspiracies that you're into? Any new ones? Any good new ones though?
Michelle Obama's chef. I mean, was he? What was that? What's all at all? What's going on?
What's the conspiracy there though?
That he saw Michelle's dick and that they had to let he was making waffles too early and Michelle came down there hanging.
Dude, that would be.
Barack said,
"Hey guys, you know too much." You don't think that's some scenario where he could just be like, "Look, I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to say anything," or maybe you got a photo of it. That'd be a good way to like extort them, but I don't really know if that's
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton. Did you see the 2 nights in a row they lit up the Empire State Building
with the vaccine needle? I love that.
And then the Clinton Foundation for the next night.
Oh yeah, chat rats, guys. I want to see rats in the chat in honor of it's tell me this. Theo Vaughn calls himself the Rat, and I don't.
He calls him the Rat. No, he calls himself the Rat King.
The Rat King, but
yeah.
My chatters are very toxic and very poisonous, and
yes, me too.
And I would like to, exterminate, not them in a video game. What I'm just saying is,
but that's weird. But you're a cat man, and then
that's because the cat attacks the rat. I'm the cat.
You're the cat, and then these are your are these your trolls?
No, these are my fans. These are the chat rats.
But shouldn't they be posting cats then? The chat cats?
No, because they're the rats. I'm the cat. They're not as good as me. They're beneath me.
Oh, gotcha. It's the
People
pecking.
don't believe I'm president #1, son. Scientology's #1 recruiter, dude. 4 years in a row. I'm the Leah Remini of 2008, dude. What are you talking about, Danny? Do you not know who I am, pal?
Who are your top recruits so far?
Your bitch ass is about to join if you don't
I'm Jewish,
get it. Yeah, you can be Jewish in Scientology.
Can you be Jewish and a Scientologist?
Yeah.
But like, can I do do you have to do the Jew stuff? Like Scientology, do they have holidays?
Yes. We accept them all, pimp, all shapes, sizes, whatever, denominations. What is it called? I don't even know what I'm saying.
Denominations. Yeah. That's the word. Does Scientology have holidays? I don't want to sound ignorant.
Every day's a holiday. Every day's a vacation. Every day's a holiday. Partying every day. Drinking daiquiris every day. Scientology is the way.
Where do you find this energy, man?
Just, after a show like this, I'm still adrenalized like those cows that are getting slaughtered.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to open I'm going to open the phone lines if anybody wants to talk to Alex Stein, Primetime 99, Pimp on a Blimp. You're going to be in Vegas. We're going to hang in Vegas. 1-888-949-2969, extension 1.
And Lewis has said we're doing a freaking
the Kung Fu? Are you participating in the Kung Fu?
No, I don't even know the Kung Fu. I don't know.
Well, that's what they replaced. So you were supposed to fight Mike Harrington. All right, we got a call. You're supposed to fight Mike Harrington. So just so you know, when I pick up the call, there's going to be like a few seconds where you can't hear us and we can't hear you. It's just the call getting patched through. But anyways, one moment, please. Hello. Thanks for calling Low Value Mail. Who am I speaking with? Hello.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, what's up, man?
Chilling. Everything connected? We all good?
Yeah,
you're here with a Pimp on a Blimp. Go ahead,
on
sir.
with Alex Stein. Go ahead.
Alex Stein 99, my favorite big booty Latina. I had a question. Do you ever do comedy specials or like plan on doing one or like 15-minute, 30-minute, like anything? I would be down to watch that.
That's a very good question. I was actually thinking about that today. I'm performing at the Timcast IRL Miami event in front of a bunch of important people. So yeah, I was maybe thinking about filming that, and just because I'm kind of roast him, because everybody wants to see me, kind of put out some extended comedy. So I will actually. So you're right. I was thinking about maybe posting that because it's going to be filmed anyway. So I'm gonna put that out.
What's that event if people want to come see you?
It's actually very expensive. It's $175, but it's
nobody who's watching this show.
It's Tim Pool, I know, live in Miami with Donald Trump Jr., Patrick Bet David, and Congressman Matt Gaetz, and then Luke Rudkowski.
Nice.
And then I'll be there, of course.
I was hanging out with Luke when I was in Miami last. What's the deal with Gaetz? Whatever happened with all his scandals and stuff? Did none of them stick?
Yeah, I mean, his friend was just totally a pervert. But I mean, listen, I like Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is a friend of mine, but I'm friends with Marjorie. I'm friends with a lot of congressmen, Troy Nels, and I don't mean to throw them all under the bus, but they're all just normal people like you and me. You know what I mean?
And soon you'll be one of them too.
I'm just saying, and soon I'll be one. But I'm just saying, they have bad friends.
I'm not saying he's a pervert. I'm not even trying to. I'm more so saying because you don't really hear about it anymore. So did it just?
Yeah, I mean, he's married, and I'm sure he did sleep around with a bunch of girls. So that creates waves of rumors. Yeah. So I don't know, but I'm sure.
You know what his problem was?
Sure, he slept with a lot of girls, is what I'm saying.
If I had to guess, his issue was because he was a former fat guy.
Exactly. So right? He's extra horny,
and then he became a regular thin guy. And he's got some juice because he's a congressman, and he's just like, I got to make up for lost time a little bit.
Yeah, you have like reverse body dysmorphia where he thinks his body is like, Keanu Reeves, not, but like Kevin Sorbo when he was
Kevin Sorbo. Yeah. Is Kevin Sorbo going to be there?
No, but he is going to be at the Blaze on Friday, so that's kind of cool. Hercules.
All right, cool. All right, Format, anything else, man?
No, dude, I'm gonna leave the line open, but yeah, Alex, I'll be looking.
Are you smoking or are you toking tonight? What are you doing tonight?
He lives in Canada, so you're smoking.
Just sipping.
You're sipping. Wine. What are you sipping on? I can tell you're under some sort of influence. What are you?
He's under the influence of a certain Justin Trudeau because he lives in Canada. That's what.
I just have some kind of shitty wine. I don't know what.
See, I knew it. You're on that 13% stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right around there.
That's what I knew. I
Right.
knew you were a 13
But I'll be looking.
percenter.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that special. Peace out. Oops.
Hey, do me a favor. Go to my YouTube channel and go leave a comment on something there, please.
Yeah, go to YouTube, leave a comment. All right, we got another call. One moment, please. Hello, thanks for calling Low Value Mail.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? One moment while we patch you through. And all right, you're on with Primetime Alex Stein. Go ahead.
What's up, Alex? 99. Hey, I got two questions for you. So first one, we all know no one's been to the moon. Space is fake and gay. But when you're up on your blimp, and you're looking down, what do you see? What shape is the Earth?
Well, I mean, that's easy, but this is a misconception. When we talk about the shape of the Earth, I think the most important.
Wait, are you a flat earther?
You know that I'm a globe denier.
A globe denier? I didn't know that. It's hard to keep up, man.
Based.
Are you serious?
I'm a globalist.
Well, I'm really what I'm saying is really when it comes down to when I talk about the machinations of the universe, because I have looked into this a lot. Have you looked into this at all, Danny?
I haven't looked into it. No. I mean, yeah, I had Flat Earth Dave on the show. He gave his whole. Do you know who that is? Dave Weiss, Flat Earth Dave. Of course you do. Yeah, he gave his whole presentation. It was interesting. I mean,
well, there's a few things.
Though.
Yeah, no. Well, there's a few things you have to kind of like wrap your head around in it. It is difficult, but for me, do you know how big the Earth is?
Do I know how big it is?
Like around the equator? How many miles?
I don't know the exact amount of miles, no.
So it's roughly 25,000 miles around the equator.
Okay.
And then, so how fast is the Earth spinning then?
I don't know.
Roughly
1,000 miles.
Yeah, I know. So this guy knows. So who's this? What's this guy's name?
Josh.
Josh.
Josh is going to know all the answers. So roughly about 1,000 miles an hour.
Right.
And then on top of that, we're orbiting the sun. Guess how fast we're orbiting the sun?
I don't know. Pretty fast.
Josh knows. Tell him, Josh.
I don't know.
It's 66,600 miles an hour.
That's right.
Okay. Listen,
yeah,
shut up, Josh.
6.
I know, Josh, I know. And on top of that, we're going through the Milky Way galaxy, 4.1 million miles an hour through an ever-expanding universe of space. And as we're doing all of that...
What's 4.1 million miles an hour?
The entire solar system is moving in concert. This is how they describe it. We're moving through the Milky Way galaxy currently, through the ever-expanding universe of space. It's expanding constantly. So that's what they're saying. The universe is constantly expanding. That's what that means. Even though we're going 4 different directions, Polaris, the North Star, is in the same spot every single night. As a matter of fact, we've been able to use celestial navigation since we had any modern, tools for GPS or coordination. So my point is every single old Gnostic religion too, and if you go to the first Genesis, chapter 1, it describes the earth as being immovable. So Albert Einstein even said that we wouldn't be able to tell if it was the sun, moon, stars moving and we were standing still, or if we were moving and everything else was standing still in relation to us. So I don't know. I just the idea of the heliocentric model, I don't really like. I'm more of a geocentrist that we're the center of the universe. But the shape of the Earth, I don't know. I mean, there is something round to it, but I don't think that we're moving all those different directions.
Actually, I had a question because I've rewatched some parts of the episode with Dave, Flat Earth Dave, and I always wonder because Dave's this whole thing. He goes like, it's flat. And then there's all these like little islands, and then like
I don't believe all that.
He's like, there's all these other islands, and he's like, look, there's this boat that like goes and it's like keeps going to the edge of the earth, and there's all these resources out there. And then I'm like, well, why can't you fly there?
I know that's just kind of a fairy tale. I don't necessarily jive with all that, but I just for some reason in my
are we not spinning at all?
I don't think so. I think the sun, moon, and stars rotate around us. That's why pictures of star trails. And like, this is another thing they tell us: the sun and the moon. They appear to be the same size in the sky. Did you know that, Danny?
The sun and the moon, yeah, for the most part, yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
I know. So they try to tell us it's like 93 million miles away. Yet like eclipses, it's very vague. And there's a selenium eclipse. I can't even describe it.
What happens when there's like a super moon? Like I was in Miami a few years ago, and there was a super moon, and it was literally like right in front of me, and it took up felt like a quarter of the sky.
And did it feel like it was right there, not
Yeah.
257,000 miles away?
It did, and it was right,
That-
but it was right in front of me. But so what's like? Why is that happening? Just
I'm just telling you, I think the sun, moon, and stars are lights in the sky that rotate around us. They're very important. They give us light, but like the yin and the yang, that just like the moon is the opposite of the sun for however the machinations of the universe works.
yeah.
So my point being is like, there's also when you're, this sounds really crazy, but when you have sunlight and you get in the shade, it's cooler. But with moonlight, when you get in the shade, it's actually warmer because moonlight's cold. It has a cold if you feel the temperature.
Is that
So
true?
That's what they say. Yeah, they've done tests. Yes.
Interesting.
Isn't
So
that
if
weird?
you-
That's
so
why,
if you-
like, when you have a fire on the beach, it's more combustible in the moonlight.
Interesting. I've never.
So there's just some weird stuff about the universe. And then I say this, everybody's like, oh, you're crazy. Yet, like, I just like talking and it's all a theory. I mean,
Yeah.
heliocentrism is a theory. I mean, people want to, it's like evolution. People literally, they say, oh, you're so crazy for saying that. But people do believe we evolved from a protista, from pond scum, basically, in that, these whales, just somehow grew feet. And then we don't have any of these transitional species and that we were once monkeys. I mean, I'm sure like, there's like minor evolutions and stuff. You can have tall people and short people, but I just do believe there's a creator, there's a God that I don't know how it works. I don't know who created God. I don't know. I don't have all those answers, but the idea that like we just evolved, everything came from nothing. I can't believe that, Danny. I don't think everything came from nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you that it's like literally after the Big Bang, there was like nothing before it, and then it just smashed together, and then all of a sudden everything came from that. It just doesn't even, the story doesn't
I
really
mean,
make
that's
sense.
certainly the best argument in favor of creationism. Is you're like, well, how did we just start at nothing? Like where did
Yeah.
the something come from? There must be something. There
Yeah,
must have been
I don't-
something at some point.
Yeah, there's something. I mean,
But
I
who
don't
knows?
know.
Maybe it'll take them 50,000 years to figure it out. We're pretty early in the game, to be honest.
Yeah. What's up, Josh? All right, you
All
like
right.
those answers?
All right, second question, real quick. I love that answer. I'm right there with you, man. But second question. So you and Owen were supposed to do a stream a while back, but it never happened. Are you guys like still on good terms, or
Are you talking about Owen Shroyer?
no, Benjamin?
Oh, Owen Benjamin. Oh no, Owen Shroyer is coming on my show, and I was about to joke and be like, "Fuck Owen." I'm kidding. Not Owen Benjamin.
Isn't Owen
no,
Shroyer
no,
in jail?
No, he might go for 60 days, but Owen Shroyer is coming on my show on Thursday, so that's why I was saying, I was like, that's funny. But no, Owen Benjamin, yeah, I mean, I have no beef with him. He was supposed to come on my show, and then it was right after the Crowder left the Blaze, and so they have a non-disparagement agreement. So they were like, they didn't even say no that I couldn't have him on, but they're like, hey, wait till this part of the contract goes up because Owen Benjamin has beef with Crowder. I forgot.
He's got beef
about
with
that.
everybody.
I know, but I forgot because he actually worked for Crowder for a little bit, so it's extra messy.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
forget this. Like I knew that, but I didn't even think about it because I do like Owen and I still don't hate him. But then he like trashed me on the internet and was like, I would never go on your show. So I never asked him back on. And then like 2 months later, he's like, gets mad at me again. And then I was like, but I thought you didn't want to come on. So once we got through that misunderstanding, Owen and I have no beef whatsoever. And I would have him on, but it's like, it's almost somehow anytime I interact with Owen, I get in trouble. Like I'm the bad guy. I have nothing bad to say about
Everybody
Owen, but
does.
that's what just
No,
stinks. I mean,
If you
I
listen to
like
his stream,
Owen.
He says good stuff about you, dude. He says good stuff about you.
And I
on the stream.
respect Owen. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I respect the Bears, and I will have Owen on my show. I would. I mean, I like Owen. I always I respect him. He was a real deal. He was in real movies, House Bunny. He was on Punk'd. I mean, he was like a real Hollywood guy. He was a regular on Joe Rogan's podcast. I mean, now think about if he was a regular on Joe Rogan's podcast and he, would have just gone with the flow. He would be as big as Burt Kreischer,
We
probably.
fucking
You know,
turned on him.
that's what I'm saying. And so I'm empathetic, I think, and I think Owen's very talented. So no, I wish nothing but the best for Owen. I got no heat with Owen, and him and I have been to defenses, but it was, he said some bad stuff. And I mean, he's funny. Like a lot of it actually was funny. I was laughing at. So my point being is I have no heat with Owen. He does make it difficult though to be his friend sometimes. And I think he would agree with that, but I love Owen and I respect that. I really do respect the man wholeheartely.
All right, there's your answer. All right, thanks,
Right
caller.
on, man. Appreciate it.
Take care, man. Yeah, it's a tough one. I was actually wanting to ask you something because you live in Texas, obviously, and there's this whole refugee crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Do they come to Dallas?
Oh yeah, dude, it's terrible. I mean, I'm not even against immigration necessarily, but like I walk around Bachman. You'll see if you see my Instagram, I post there a lot lately because I'm, working out for this fight too, so I'm extra posting. And I'll see like kids with like an older Hispanic man, and they're not even like Mexican. They're like kind of tanner and shorter, and they're just kind of walking around with a backpack, like they just got off a bus or something, and they're just kind of walking around and milling around because it's right near the airport too. So yeah, there's just like people getting here, and honestly, they're probably can figure out a way to make money. I mean, in New York City, it's insane what they're doing.
Yeah, New York City, like our studio is right by Port Authority, so they just drop them off there.
AOC said she's trying to get work visas for Venezuelans.
I mean, there are people from everywhere coming.
I know, but she said that just in that press conference the other day, and she was getting booed. But I'm just saying, what? She needs to get people from New York City some jobs. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it is a wild one. Yeah, it's wild because they're obviously dropping them off, and they don't really know. All right, I'm gonna take a call here. We got a caller who has been trying to get through. One moment, please. Hello, thanks for calling Low Value Mail. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, my name's A-Ray.
A-Ray, one moment, please, while we patch you through to Alex.
Cool.
And A-Ray, you are on with A. Stein. Go ahead.
Yo, what up, my peeps? Can you hear me?
Yo. You're with a pimp on a blimp. How can I help you, sir?
Yo. Well, Alex, you're a bro, you're a friend. Love you, love what you do. But I got some bones to pick with you, man.
We've had this 2 weeks in a row where people call in with bones to pick with people.
Okay, well, I'm a plant-based pimp, so be very careful because I'm not playing around. So go ahead, CBrook.
Hey, give me what you got. Every point, every excuse I've ever heard you give about us not going to the moon landing is completely bull.
Oh, CBrook, you're playing with a plant, babe.
You don't know.
Tonight.
You don't know about the shape of the Van Allen belt. You don't know the shape of the Van Allen belt.
Oh, you think they can get through a hole of the Van Allen belt? Oh, shut up. NASA even says I can pull up a clip of NASA saying that they can't go.
It is
okay, hold on.
Like the shape of your mama's, you know what?
It's funny how much you like the Van Allen radiation belt because it debunks the moon landing. Like that is, you're smart enough to know. No, that's what I like about you, CBrook, is because you actually look into it. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, you say there's a little hole above the north of the North Pole or something.
It's a donut shape. They ran studies of it. You're full of it, Alex.
I'm full of it. Do you really think that they went to the moon? Okay, then why did they delete all this data?
Right.
No, keep them on.
Oh, no, hang up on him. He can call back. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we'll have him call back. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if whatever, he'll call back.
No, I want to debate him on the moon. I would love it. We're going crazy.
The problem is I don't know how to work the mute button well, so there's too much just like you yelling at each other. And I don't know how listenable it is. Like, because normally on a radio show, they'll mute the person and make them listen, but then he can't listen. But he can call back. CBrook, call back. We'll finish this debate.
Yes, we can talk about
it. What do you think about the India? Actually, you know what? We got another call. We'll get to that.
You think that was real? That was fake.
That looked insane. Hello, thanks for calling Low Value Mail. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, hell no. What's up? It's Al Sweet from Iowa.
Al's from Iowa. One moment, please. You're on with.
Yo. It's a pimp on a blam. How can I help you, sir? Welcome to Wendy's. You want to $5 hot and ready?
This is awesome, man. Man, Danny P, you got the greatest show, dude.
Thank you. Best call show on the internet. And everybody hates Coast to Coast now, so that's what I'm gunning for. Everybody in every forum is like Coast to Coast blows.
Yeah, I've been sharing this with all my boys and everything. I'm super excited.
You, man. I appreciate it.
Quick story before a question for Alex. But I went to go see the young bull Shane Gillis in St. Louis, and he's getting too. This is pre-Rogan, but he's getting too big, and he canceled the club. Ryan Long ended up filling in, and I went down, watched 2 shows with Ryan Long and you at Helium in St. Louis, dude. You guys fucking killed it. I was so excited.
Those are such fun shows. I remember those. That was right when monkeypox was happening, right? Isn't that right when monkeypox was happening? Because I remember I did a joke about monkeypox. Yeah, that was fun. I listened to this.
Yeah, man. Anyway, So Alex, I'm kind of new to a lot of your stuff. I know like some bullshit happened at Barstool, and you kind of like going into their offices and them not liking that. But it's like I feel like there's a lot of people there, like Lil Sass and Roan and some other guys that would like love to like have you on and shit like that. So I was just wondering like, what's up with that and all that bullshit and that kind of drama, and then I'll let you guys talk. Thanks so much for this. Appreciate it, guys.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks
Well,
for
you
calling.
know, caller, that's a heck of a question, young man, and I'll answer that very succinctly. Danny and I were just pondering this, and Danny was saying, oh well, you know, it kind of put me in hot water because I'm friends with a lot of guys that work at Barstool, and that, you know, it's kind of ridiculous that they took it so personal, but Dave Portnoy hates me. And
I mean, you made enemies with the guy who runs the place. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, it just seemed like he was being bitchy.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. First of all, Danny, don't be a little baby back bitch right now. Let me just tell you. Let me give you a sequence of events. Yeah, because
I'm just telling it like it is. I'm not editorializing.
You're not telling it like it is. You're not. You're editorializing a lot. You're like the freaking op-ed right now. You're editorializing so much, dude. Chill out. Chill out for a second, okay? First of all, Dave Portnoy is the king of storming offices, getting arrested, doing sit-ins, all of this, you know, avant-garde, weird creative marketing. So he's done the publicity stunt, A. And B, he got mad because they shared a video, multiple videos of mine. Once during the Super Bowl, the Cincinnati Bengals, I called into their city council and they went into the Super Bowl. I was like, I lost all my money, but then I won it all back with his Bengals because now they're going to the Super Bowl and I love this shit. Now my wife's boyfriend's happy. And I said all this stupid stuff. Went viral. They shared it, then immediately took it down. I texted my buddy Ben Mintz that works there. He's like, yeah, because you said you lost money and you sounded like a degenerate gambler. And at first I was kind of like, huh. Didn't pass the smell test. And then about a month later, I had one of my biggest videos where I went to Las Vegas and said that I slept with a transgender and then I lost all my money gambling. And it was in person. Yeah, 50 Cent shared it, Chad Ochocinco. All the real pimp daddies shared it. So if you ever saw Hard Knocks, you saw Ochocinco, yeah, he shared it. Hard Knocks. All right, guys, wake up. NFL football, okay? So my point being is you got guys that are on Hard Knocks playing NFL football, sharing your stuff. You know, Barstool reshared it because they know NFL players like me because I'm like a white player. I'm a pimp myself. So, you know, other players recognize. And so they have a, you know, player football culture there. Then they share it, then immediately take it down. So I sent them a message. They said, oh, well, yeah, the gambling bit again. And I just said, no, this ain't right. So I just tweeted that, hey, Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy, I didn't say what he was accused of, but I said he has some of the worst allegations, you know, possible. Yet my content is too edgy for Barstool. Then he quote tweeted it, and then I ratioed to his bitch ass about it. And then we started getting the wars in the DMs because he invited me on his podcast. And then an hour later shared this video of me making fun of anti-abortion protesters, you know, or me making fun of abortionists, people that wanted to get an abortion. I know that's confusing. My point being, he's like, oh, I don't like political guys. Now I want you to have you on my show. And then I was like, you look like an idiot because he was getting killed that night on Twitter. And they like took it really personal. And then he shared some DMs and then I shared some DMs. He's like, I'm going to sleep happy on my $500 million. Sounded like an asshole. And then I stormed after that. And then I literally, it was one of their biggest videos, over 3 million views on their YouTube channel. One of their ones, their smaller ones, because I disrupted while they were live on the air. I get no credit. I'm friends with Tico, one of the girls that slapped me. She no longer works there and she's about to come on my show. But my point being is you would think that they would think that was cool, but they have a persona non grata so far as Dave Portnoy has actually called one of my guests, Emily Austin, and called her on the phone and told her not to come on my show. And she still came on, thankfully. So he has like a personal vendetta against me that I don't want. I don't want that monkey on my back. So yeah, I know it really sucks. I'd like to mend the fences with Dave. In all honesty,
how do you think that? How do you think we can make something like that happen? What do you think? There's a path to that?
I don't know. I doubt it because the Brittany Griner thing, when I confronted her in the airport, Barstool.
Oh, I forgot, dude. I literally forgot that you are the greatest thing that's ever happened to the WNBA. Like, you got them charter flights.
Yeah,
that's so, dude.
And you're a huge WNBA fan.
I love the WNBA. Dude, I forgot that you got them charter flights, man. You know what I really want to get? I don't know if anybody makes it, but it'd be good merch is a Victor Bout jersey.
Yes, that's it. But nobody would get the joke. But yes, that's good. We would get it, but very few people.
Nobody would.
I think very few people even know who Kamala Harris is. So yeah, I mean the Barstool thing. Am I going to be able to freaking ever become friends with Dave? I don't know. I mean, I need to see him in person, maybe confront him in person and be nice and try to mend the fences there. But then he's going to start cussing me out like he did that pizza guy. And honestly, the way he handled that one pizza guy, he wasn't nice to him. He's like the CEO of a company, and that guy was rude to him. But he's like
he's the CEO. He's now a CEO of a private company, so he's just like, yeah, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I
know, and I'm not even hating on it, but
I like Portnoy.
I mean, I don't hate him, but he did kind of go hard on that pizza guy when he got confronted. You don't think?
Yeah, but that guy started it. There's one thing to not start it. But when you're starting it, like starting shit or whatever, and that guy had all these misconceptions about him.
That's true.
The guy came out so hot, being like, get the fuck out of here. You're like, I don't like what you like. That guy has helped so many pizzerias.
Dave was on him hot, though. Dave was on him hot, but still, I guess he had the right to be. I mean, he was getting pressed on camera, so he had to press back.
And
but
it was
still,
on the sidewalk, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But anyway,
people are saying that was staged.
I think with him understanding, like you said, like him, that's his thing too, going into public spaces and causing a little bit of ruckus and shit like that. It's like, it looked like you were having a blast and having some fun. And then all of a sudden it was like this, it just got a little wild there. So I appreciate you elaborating on that. That's really cool.
Okay, really cool, my pleasure. And so I saw Rico Bosco has a new show, so I see like the You're Stooley. Is Ben Mintz going to get a show? I was good friends with Ben, and Ben doesn't talk to me anymore. It's really stupid, so dumb.
Sure. Well, and again, it's just the politics and stuff. It'd be nice if you were a little more separated and able to be a comedian and do a little bit of all of it, but they're just, everybody's just flying away from all that. So
yeah, and that's what
we all love you, man.
But what's annoying though too is like I don't need a job there, nothing like that. But I would love to be able to be a guest on their shows. Like it would be such a good crossover. I would like to create future content calling out more professional athletes. Like I could have like a friendly guest host relationship with them, but they don't want that. That's never gonna happen. And
maybe you need to break into the offices again.
Maybe I might have to break into the Chicago ones. I might.
Again, this was so cool. I'm definitely calling in the future. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks, man. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. I think the politics stuff too, because you must be on so many lists, Like how many lists do you think you're on? All the Congress people you fuck with?
Well, they all know me. I mean, did you see my Lauren Boebert tweet? Got like 5 million views.
Yeah, I did.
And it was just an old picture of her and I mean, it's just
you're on a lot of lists,
people.
These aren't good lists to be on.
No, I'm on a bunch of bad lists. I've never said I was on a good list, Danny.
No, you're probably on some good lists too, but you're on some bad lists. Okay, let's take another call.
I don't know.
Hello, thanks for calling Low Value Mail. Who am I speaking with?
This is Chris. What's going on, Danny?
Chris, I'm very good. One moment, please, while we patch you through. And you're on with Alex Stein. Go ahead, Chris.
Hell yeah, good deal. Danny, Alex, big fans. Danny, I called into the bathhouse. I spoke with Derek a few days ago. That was cool.
Nice. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, Alex, I'm also Dallas-based, and I guess I just got a couple questions, quick one to get out of the way. I'm currently on felony probation. I've got 4 to my 5 years done. I'm a recovering heroin addict in Dallas.
Oh, you're
County.
the heroin addict, right? Yeah. Congrats
on being clean.
Yeah. We had a good conversation with Derek last week. Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. I don't know exactly how familiar you are with the felony probation or community supervision departments.
I'm pretty familiar. Pretty familiar.
How frequent are people able to apply for early dismissal if they've complied with all of their probationary requirements, fees, community service, classes? Is that something that would be worthwhile in looking into?
So you're not in a halfway house? You don't have an ankle monitor?
Negative. I'm at home and you're doing good.
Are you on house arrest though?
No house arrest. I just report once a month to my probation officer.
Oh, well, that's not that bad. I mean, then why do you care about being on it? You don't want to get in trouble again and violate it?
No, I'm not even doing anything wrong. Spending time in Loose Sterrett fucked my life up.
Yeah.
And
what's that? What is
giving
that?
me such an anxiety.
That's the jail here in Dallas. It's very bad.
Oh, okay.
And I guess I just want to get off. It gives me anxiety having to check in every month. And I just want this shit done with.
Don't you want?
I read about some people.
Isn't there like an element though of like kind of the fact that you're on it though that like it'll make you stay off of drugs though? Like, isn't there that?
That's true. I feel like I'm at a place in my recovery.
Do they pee test you every month?
They sure do.
Yeah. And you went to jail for drugs? How much drugs did you? I mean, was it like a lot of drugs? Was it intent to distribute, or what was it? Just like possession?
Simple possession, under a gram, just regular addict stuff, nothing crazy.
That's all you got caught with was possession of under a gram of, what was it, black tar heroin?
That's correct.
And
you got clean that you're not dead on fentanyl.
Yeah, that's true. That is, you are very lucky.
It's so true. Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you drinking? Are you smoking cigs? What are you doing? You better not drink, because as soon as you start drinking, you're going to go chase a dragon, dude.
I vape like a faggot, and that's my only vice.
That's it? I mean, that's okay.
Coffee?
No coffee.
Are you exercising? You need to get in a full exercise routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I play like pickup soccer, and I'm active enough, but
no, you need
to do better.
You need to get addicted to exercise, or else you're gonna, because as soon as you get off probation, that's what's keeping you clean. I think you should stay on probation. I mean, because every time you have to piss in that cup.
Well, Derek gave him. So I do the show called The Bathhouse, and one of the guys he's a comic. He is like a ex junkie / was in prison for years and years. And now he helps people, and he kind of he's basically said, you got to go do all the programs and stuff. That's the only way. It's like, you got to really.
Yeah. I don't even know if I agree with that. Like, cause my mom battled substance abuse and she got clean and didn't really do. I mean, she did go to rehab, but she did some programs. And I guess it does help kind of get you started, but really, I think the most important thing is your willpower. That is the most important thing. It's like, it's not hard to get a streak, dude. It's not hard to get a year sober. It's not hard to get 2 years sober. What's hard is to get 10 years sober. What's hard is to get 20 years sober that'll relapse. Because dude, let's be real. You probably would have already relapsed. I'm sure you're still craving dope. Am I wrong?
I got off Suboxone earlier. And I still have dope dreams and stuff like that. And when I drive past certain neighborhoods.
And wait, and Suboxone doesn't make you piss dirty?
No, it was a prescription. So I had a
you're allowed
medication-assisted treatment doctor.
What's a dope dream? What's a dope dream?
It's where the one I have the most is I'm on a couch and I see a bag under the couch and I reach for it. And as soon as I reach for it, it keeps moving further and further away.
Really?
Or I put a needle. I put a needle in my arm, and as soon as it goes in my vein, it becomes a noodle, and it won't go in. Shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah, but when I was in rehab, that was super common, where people would replace one addiction with another. Bizarrely enough, with the women, you'd see them get addicted to online shopping. And the guys who replaced it with the gym, I feel like they were the most successful, in their long-term recovery.
100%. You have to get addicted to being fitness. I mean, do you have a girlfriend? Are you a good-looking man? Because if you got real thin and lean, you could bang a bunch of chicks, probably.
No,
even if you're poor, even if you're an ex-convict, they don't care if you look good.
I got the most pussy when I was on heroin. Since getting clean, I get no play.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's hard. That's why you get into fitness. Dude, all
the girls like
gyms.
You when you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but girls in the gym are all adrenalized and they want to get a little frisky too. You need to start exercising. Are you in shape? Are you a fat man, skinny man? How would you describe your physique, sir?
I'm lean. I'm underweight, but I'm tall.
Okay,
yeah, I could get more muscle for sure.
You need to get some weightlifting is what you need to do.
Yes, you need to get under the bench. You need to start pushing some weight and becoming a man and looking at the girl with the tightest yoga pants on and just saying, hey, look, I'm clean. I was an ex-heroin addict.
And
just like George
chicks
Costanza.
like that. Chicks like that.
Just
stuff.
like George Costanza.
When
he was brutally honest, it's like, I live with my parents and I'm something. What did he say in that episode, Danny?
I don't remember exactly, but I know.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
It was where he did the opposite, remember?
Yes. And so you just need to be honest.
Of everything you think.
Say, I'm clean. I'm disease-free. I hope you're disease-free. I hope you don't have, diseases, HIV.
No.
Okay, well, good.
But
Charlie Sheen doesn't have the same fate.
2 more questions. How familiar are you with Freedom of Information Act requests?
FOIA requests?
What's your position on sports betting?
Well, sports betting
Yeah.
is, I mean, it's almost harder than betting with cards. I mean, certain games, of course, are probably you almost have a better advantage in sports betting.
Do you see this? Did you see the huge mistake that FanDuel made on Sunday with the kicking?
Yeah, so the 200-1 odds.
They actually there would be a field goal in every game, and they gave it 200-1 odds.
And DraftKings had the same bet from 30-1 odds
for 30-1, yeah.
But they didn't get crushed on it because not that many people bet it. But because the 200-1 odds, people started sharing it on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah,
everybody's like, "Yeah, bet $5. Why not? 200?
Yeah, make $1,000, and a lot of people cleaned up." But yeah, sports betting
with the freedom of information stuff. Alex, did you ever hear of in Dallas? It got shut down and raided by like 23 agencies. The Han Gil Hotel, operated by a member of the Korean mafia. Are you familiar with that at all?
Where was the Han Gil, over in Royal Lane or something like that? What area was it in?
No, it was in Northwest Dallas, sort of by like Farmers Branch. It was on Dennis Road. It was really dirty. Like,
tell us all about
it. I mean, do you have a sec?
We do. Yeah, it was a call-in radio show.
We don't have a sec, but go ahead.
It's spelled HAN space GIL Hotel. It was a former retirement home. And it was bought by a member of the Korean mafia named Mr. Moon. Inside, he would rent out rooms only to drug dealers, and he would charge them like a much higher rate, basically to have protection. They had the whole place outfitted with cameras, every room, and inside there was sex trafficking, human trafficking, murders, weapons trafficking, heroin and crack moving like crazy.
What year was this?
People with safes. It got shut down in 2018. That was when the raid went down. But the reason I asked Alex to perhaps look into it, or at least give me some info as to how I can do that myself via Freedom of Information Act requests, is because it operated forever with people from the suburbs of Dallas. I'm talking Southlake, Carrollton, Keller. Kids in high schools were ODing like crazy there. And it only got attention like when some of these ODs were from like super wealthy families, but it was highly bizarre just how exact it was able to operate for so long. And tons of allegations about like the police officers who like were on that beat being paid off by Mr. Moon himself. I don't know. I feel like it's something to look into, although the story hasn't gotten any attention.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I just Googled it, and it says, the owner of Northwest Dallas, the Han Gil Hotel of Horrors, infested with drug and death, gets 20 years in prison.
Well, what's really kind of sad about this is that the Northwest area is like Royal and 35 over there in like Walnut Hill. There's kind of like a little Asian area, and I'm sure that, hotel was in that general area if it's in Northwest Dallas. My point being is there's a lot of motels like that. We would film at Cheaters where there'd be like those crack shack motels, or it's basically like homeless people would split like 4 people in a room, the week-long motels. And there's a lot of them that kind of like open air drugs. Like you would walk in the stairwell of some of these hotels and you would see needles. And this is like a hotel. I mean, it'd be like independent.
Dude, I walk outside of my studio in Midtown Manhattan. I see that shit.
I know, but that's a little different. This is like in like.
I'm not really a spiritual person, but when I walked in there, I felt like I was in hell.
Why were you in there?
It's like a metaphysical.
You used to go in there and score.
Wait, you used to go there for drugs?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You've been
every
there.
day.
Yeah, and so how many floors was it? Was it like one of those 2-floor hotels, or how many floors was it?
It was 1 floor, but I mean, it was insane. When you're addicted to heroin, it overrides all your fear of police, black people, pit bulls, etc. And you'll be in line to score, and you'll hear like gunshots in the hallway behind you. I mean, it felt like hell.
They made you line. You have to line up.
Anything. You can see these pictures in like the court records of people lined up for dope. I mean, there were serious operations there.
Now I got to see the picture.
It's called the Han Gil. Yeah, if you look it up, there's tons of shit like DEA. They knocked it down. It looks like they knocked the building down.
Oh my gosh, look how crappy it looks. Yeah.
Yeah, the Han.
The police knew about it forever.
Of course they do. They don't not know about stuff like this. Like it's right under their nose. They know, and they probably either don't care or they're getting paid off to, ignore it.
And it was that.
The guy who wrote the most about it was like a Texas Rangers reporter. So it never really got like a ton of it was never really looked into seriously. And that just bothers me because there was some really shady shit going on there as far as like joint cooperation. I'm not alleging anything myself. I just think it was hella shady.
How did you? Can I ask? How did you find out about this hotel? Was that just like in your scene of people who are into heroin? They just know that that's where you go to score.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, as an addict, you have to stop going to middlemen who are ripping you off, and you like have to upgrade to scoring from black people yourself in the city, where it's cheaper, better quality, etc. And that's how you find yourself at places like that.
Crazy. And would you go to multiple dealers there, or did you have like the same guy you'd go to all the time?
Okay, check this out. There was a guy named P Money. He was a big time dealer there. He shot, I think it was his cousin, but someone in broad daylight, and it was captured on camera. Now, the police eventually arrested him after he was on the run. I went and saw his safe, and it had like $120,000 in there, and he had like 3 properties. This guy, Dallas police, was hit by like a ransomware attack and lost all the evidence for his case. He's a free man right now as a result.
What?
Yeah, we did. We had a data dump that lost all this data and messed up all these court cases. And they're like, why didn't you back this up? And it totally messed up.
Wait, there was a Dallas cyber attack?
Yeah, that messed up a lot of the police
lost
data.
So much police data that
court data, yes.
What? That all these people just got let free?
Yeah, because they didn't have evidence. So they
When
lost
was
all the evidence.
this?
Within the last 2 years or 4 years, I think it happened. Like
what?
Yes.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Thinking they could recover it. They kept on thinking they could recover it, and they have not been able to.
So, I mean,
they lost like 1 billion gigs of data or something insane.
And was it a ransomware attack?
I don't know, but
like I wonder if there was one guy who was like just needed, it's similar to almost like a Breaking Bad thing,
Fight
where
Club or something.
Well, no, it was just like one guy needed to get off his shit, and he goes, "Well, we'll just wipe all the data." Or was it? If it wasn't a ransom thing, that's crazy, dude. We're gonna look into this on the after show, the Dallas cyber attack and the Han Gil Hotel, because that shit's wild.
Yeah, I just sent you a link to the like how he was freed, Danny.
Oh, okay, where'd you send it to me?
On Twitter.
Okay, cool. I'll check.
Well, I'm sending it now.
Okay, we'll peep all this stuff in the after show.
Isn't that kind of scary though? You still know where your old heroin dealer is too, dude. Stay on probation.
Good idea.
Do you think that guy's still selling heroin?
Yeah.
That would be
crazy.
He was a big time player.
I was gonna say that would be crazy if he
he's heroin adjacent.
But I'm like, if he got the fucking break of a lifetime, literally they've deleted all your records. Like you cannot get a bigger
this
break.
This guy does not have common sense. These people don't have sense. What are you talking about? Go ahead, next caller.
Maybe they do.
Later, y'all. I appreciate
it. All right, later, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take another call here. One moment, please. Hello, thanks for calling Low Value Mail. Who am I speaking with?
Hello.
Hi, 1 second, please. You are on with Alex Stein. Go ahead.
I am?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Pimp on a blimp. What up, girl? How you doing tonight? Are you smoking or toking, or what are you doing? Twerking or jerking? What are you doing, girl?
No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just watching y'all, listening to y'all. I just wanted to come on and tell Alex how much I appreciate him and love him so much. I watch all of his videos. I am probably one of his biggest fans. Like, I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with you and everything that you do. I don't want to act like a super crazy fan or something creepy.
No, please act like it. No, keep going.
Just give us an address where we can send a lock of Alex's hair to.
Mm-hmm.
Are you single? Are you looking to mingle?
I'm single, ready to mingle, honey. Are you trying to hop in them DMs? Hit me in the DM. It goes down in the DM. It goes down in the DM. What?
I don't want to be one of those girls that come on your shows, like the big booty Latinas. I want to actually talk to you.
Well, you know what? In a low value mail first, let's turn this into the low value mail dating game.
Girl, what is you doing? What city are you in?
What city are you in? Yeah, first question.
I'm in South Florida.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh, I love South Florida. I'm going there a bunch in the near future.
You're going to be there soon.
I'm from Texas originally.
Oh, a cowgirl. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Aren't you going to be in South Florida very shortly?
I am. I'm going to be there for Tim Pool's thing. Yes, very soon in 2 weeks. And what size bra do you wear?
Oh my gosh, I'm not answering that question.
Why is that a bad question?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, let's get some more. What's your name? You don't even have to. You don't have to give. Yeah, we're gonna be respectful. You don't even have to give us. What's your name? But it doesn't have to be your real name. We just need someone.
What's your social security number?
I'm not giving my social security number.
Are you in credit card debt? Are you in credit card debt? Because I don't deal with hoes or credit card debt. I'm sick of. I got all these. A lot. No, because I have hot girls in my DMs, and then they come after me, and I either think they're an FBI agent, and then I realize they have credit card debt. They're trying to have me.
No,
take
I mean, dude, you gotta watch out for the honey traps.
I promise you, I don't have any credit card debt.
You're not trying to pull a honeypot. Are you a federal agent? Are you any sort of agent? Do you work for law enforcement?
Did AOC put you up to this?
No, I promise you, AOC did not put me up to this.
Okay.
I'm being absolutely, completely genuine. I've been following you for a while, and
how old are you?
How old are you? Yes. Yeah, how old are you? You can give us a ballpark. Are you legal?
No, you can tell us how old you are.
I'm 23 years old.
Oh, that's a good age. That's a good age.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be 24 in December. So
perfect age.
Okay.
Perfect age.
Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna go to see? Are you gonna go to the show? You got $175 for a ticket.
I might have to get a free 99 tickets.
I was thinking about actually seeing you at America Fest.
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
What's America Fest?
I know you are.
Yeah, Turning
Point. So that's what I was thinking. I was gonna come see you there. Yeah, because I'm big involved in Turning Point and all.
Wait, what is your name? What's your name?
I'm Christina.
Christina, look at her. She's being very professional and nice and classy.
Yeah, you're trying to ask for her bra size.
That's a joke. They say that on Howard Stern. Give me a break. That's what they do.
Howard Stern
I'm actually being genuine.
He rules.
This is being genuine. Like, I actually like to talk to you. If you want to DM me, or I'll DM you. I genuinely.
Oh shit!
Cool. DM me, Christina. Hop in them DMs. Hop in them. No, seriously.
Okay, as long as I'm not one of the. I'm not going to end up being one of your big booty Latina girls on your show.
Are you Latina?
Wait, why don't you want to be one of the big booty Latina girls on my show?
Because I want to be respectful.
I'll respect you, but I need big booty Latinas on the show. The big booty Latinas make the world go round. I mean, what are you talking about?
Are you a Latina?
You're true. You're true. That's true. But I genuinely think you're super cool, and I'm a conservative girl, and I support everything that you do, and I'm Christian. So I think we could get along. I think we could have a good time.
Do you mind that I put on the tuck-friendly bathing suit? Is that a deal breaker that I did that?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. I actually would love to be and go to those things with you and put on an act. I would love to do that.
Here we go. We got like a little duo here.
Performer.
Lucy and Lucille Ball.
So much fun.
Did you study theater or anything?
Yeah, I did theater in high school, but I don't do theater now.
Yeah, but high school theater, that's all I need. A theater nerd from high school. I did all of that. I can turn you into a star, kid.
There you go.
Thank you.
Lucy and Ricky.
Mm-hmm. Lucy and Ricky.
Fun. I could do things with you in South Florida whenever you come, or when I go back home to Texas, I can do stuff there.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay, I like this. You don't have a criminal record? You have no criminal record?
No, I'm a genuine
and you're not addicted to fentanyl? You're not secretly addicted to online gambling or online shopping?
No. I promise you, I'm actually completely normal, as much as normal you can be.
I mean, it sounds like you got ourselves a winner here. At least
I know
at least,
match made in
at least worth a in-person meetup just to say hi. You know,
it's worth it. It's more than worth it.
The people in the chat are asking my vaccine status. I am not vaccinated. Hopefully that's not a
Okay.
I love that. No vaccine.
Okay. Honest question, caller. Sex before marriage?
No.
No, like I said, I'm a Christian girl. I still have morals and values. So as long as you respect those.
We can kiss a little, right, before marriage.
That maybe we could talk about in the DMs.
Okay.
A little smooches of the prime time.
I don't think I want everybody on the internet knowing that.
No, you're totally anonymous. Nobody knows.
It's anonymous, girl. You're anonymous.
It's not anonymous. I gave my genuine name.
Yeah, but it's just a first name.
That's do you work at? You don't have. I hope. Do you have like a real job?
I will write. I'm in college, so I only have a couple more months.
Good. No, good.
What are you taking in college?
You'll get fired for talking to me, so that's good that you don't have a job yet.
What are you taking in college?
No, one of my college professors found out I was conservative and told me I would never have a career.
Yeah.
So I get it.
That's
I'm pretty
crazy.
vocal on my campus about being conservative.
Oh, okay.
I even tried to start a Turning Point chapter at my school, but my school shut it down like a
Really?
couple years ago.
Damn,
So.
Christina, and she's like, a go-getter. Damn.
She is. Yeah, she is.
She's
Yeah.
trying to start
Very
chapters
motivated.
and stuff. Damn.
What?
Yes, I did.
What do you take in school?
Well, I'm a fashion major and I'm a minor in American politics.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you be looking good and fresh and so clean.
You can update those MAGA hats.
That's my goal. That's my goal, is to be the most fashionable person in politics. That's my goal.
And you want to be
I
want to be a politician one day? Is that the goal?
I definitely feel like I should use my voice for good. I don't know where that involves or where I want to do with that, but I know for sure I need to save my generation. So I know I want to do something.
I love it. Christina,
right.
hit me in the DM. It
All
goes
right.
down in the DM. So don't get mad about the big booty Latinas on my show. You might be
No,
just a
I'm not
bit.
mad about it.
Kristen.
I find it really funny. Like everything that you do, I laugh about it. I think it's so funny. Me and my family all watch you. We're all big supporters of you.
Oh, I love it, Christina. Thank you. Please keep watching, please, and send me a DM.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Thanks, Christina. Thanks for calling in.
Okay,
Bye,
yeah, no
Christina.
problem.
Stay
Y'all have a
classy.
good night, okay?
You're a classy
I will.
broad. You're a classy lady. Keep it that way. Don't let any of these hooligans on the internet, try to pull any funny business with you. All right. Bye,
Bye.
Christina.
Christina, everybody, calling in, shooting her shot with the old pimp on a blimp. See, this is the beauty of Low Value Mail. This is what no other podcast gives you, is you can literally just talk to the guest. All right, we got the calls. The lines are lighting up. Let's take this call right here. Hello. Thanks for calling Low Value Mail.
Yo, what's up, Danny?
Maurice, the man. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Being Skink Fist next week, so looking forward to meeting you guys.
Oh, you're gonna be at
Drinking
Skankfest? Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, I think you're on. Can you hear Maurice?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're on with the pimp. What's up,
You're
my man?
on with the pimp. Yeah, come say what's up.
Hey, pimp.
We'll grab a drink.
Got a question for you guys. The first time I actually found you, Alex, was back when you're doing the Conspiracy Castle days. You had like the purple floating triangle background going on.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah. I'm wondering, is there like, and same thing with you, Danny, is there like a conspiracy or something that you recently changed or updated how you think about it?
That I like a full, like, does it require like a 180, or is it like do I have to take the opposite?
No,
like
not
the opposite
180,
position?
just maybe.
I mean, I
just-
will say this. Obviously,
Yeah.
he might roll his eyes at me, but the moon landing. If you asked me like 5 years ago, I would have been like, for sure they went to the moon. And then now I'm definitely less than 100%, only because the motivations that I feel like were at play for faking it, and like obviously like a lot of the questions that arise in it, I could see there being. So, anyways, that would be the one for me. I think where I go, yeah, I could definitely see that being not happening.
Well, I don't want to
I
say.
feel like that's a lot more normal.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Not really though. We're very much in like a bubble here. Like if you go fucking like
That's
start
fair, that's
dealing with
true.
normal people and start bringing up the moon landing not happening, like people look at you like you're psycho.
Trust me, they look at me like I'm a freak.
Yeah, they do.
No, but I had to be very vague. But everybody said after the inoculations or whatever that everybody would just be, I don't want to say it for terms of service, that everybody just like keel over, and that was obviously not that I necessarily thought that 100%, but that was obviously false.
Yeah.
But it is affecting young people. They're having record rates, and obviously people are affected. But you can almost argue that like any body taking a new substance, there's no one size fits all. So like maybe it was just the normal amount of people get messed up from it. I had to be very vague with what I'm saying now because I don't want to get in trouble. But I guess
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
some
yeah.
of my medical stuff, I was a little really hard fast on this, and I've changed my opinion on some medical stuff when it comes to
I mean,
I still don't trust doctors or anything like that. I'm just saying, SARS, MERS, respiratory illnesses are real, and they are, you can get sick.
I mean, there definitely are, yeah. And honestly, it is actually like a shame that the damage that has happened, like in terms of trust in like institutions and like medical professionals and stuff like that. Because you see the thing with Bob Odenkirk.
What happened to Bob?
So Bob Odenkirk had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack, yeah, I know.
A couple years ago, and then he literally said, he goes, I had this doctor who's a great doctor, and he was a Trump guy. And he's like, over the years, I just saw him become like more of like this conservative guy. And he's like, and then at one point, he's just like, you got to go on like statins or whatever because you have some heart issues. And he's just like, I'm not listening to this fucking guy, like only because of his politics. And then he's like, and then I had a fucking heart attack, and he was right.
Yeah. Well, my dad's supposed to be taking statins. He had a heart attack and then had quadruple bypass surgery, and he needs to take it. So it's just kind of, it's like nobody wants to take your statins or something weird about it. So
or whatever. But I'm just saying, like Bob Odenkirk straight up was like, his doctor just liked Trump, so he's like, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. So he didn't listen to him, but But it's like crazy. Like that's there's no other time when we would ever be having a conversation like that. Yeah, I know. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it does like that. Like COVID was the one chance to like help rebuild the institutional trust, and then it just got completely blown away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and no, for sure. Yeah, that is true. Especially like journalism. That was probably, I don't want to say the death knell, but it was. Most journalism is pretty much on life support right now, like just the shit they're doing.
And everything, if they just want to shut things down and just let it like play out, that would have been so much better for society. Like people still got sick and just stayed open, because when we shut down, it was almost a sign of defeat. It was like we were like giving up.
Yeah.
And so
and the thing is like nobody wanted to stick their necks out in terms of being the place that like didn't do it. Everybody just was watching everybody else, and you're like, well, everybody else is shutting down. So like, how crazy would it be
high school? A kid's senior year getting shut down. You're insane. A football player. It's insane. It's insane.
It's crazy.
Dude, I have younger sisters, and they were sophomore year. So it was, spring semester, sophomore year. They didn't have a graduation because like it went all through COVID. So like this entire generation of people just like didn't have these like formative experiences. And like, I guess
there's literally like kids who are going to be like. Have learning disabilities for
the
like
kids in fourth.
It's
even like you said, it's even worse for the sixth graders that need to read those 2 years, and so they never pick up those skills.
Yeah, like if you're like an 8-year-old or something, you really got fucked over.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, there's no way a middle schooler was on Zoom. They're like, well, I'm going to turn off my camera and fuck around.
No, that was like in obviously hindsight, but that was one of the biggest mistakes of our lifetimes for sure. I don't think there's any question about that. Thanks, Maurice. Anything else you got for Alex?
Yeah, see you guys next week.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Later, guys.
Okay, later, man. Maurice, everybody. We'll be at Skankfest. All right, we got a call from your boy CBrook, so we're gonna pick that up. Hello. What happened here?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? 1 second, please. For some reason, the phone window disappeared here. And I can't patch you. Where did this go? Hold on a second. That's so weird. This is the first time this has ever happened, but I lost the little phone dealy icon. Where is it? Hold on. Sorry, everybody. Where'd it go? Yeah, I don't know. Here it is. It's a weird part of my screen. Sorry, Primetime 99. All right. Okay, 1 second, please, and then we're going to patch you through. In the meantime, hold on. Sorry about that. All right, you are on with Alex. Sorry, Alex, there was a weird thing where I lost the phone.
Okay, CBrook, so you sound like you're...
all right, back to the moon debate.
Okay.
Let's get back to the moon debate. I'm not going to hang up on you.
So let's not debate. We can debate the Van Allen radiation belts, but the hard, cold facts...
I'll try not to trigger you guys too hard.
The cold hard facts is that you and I can never go high enough. We don't even know. Basically, the Van Allen radiation belts are like a theory from this Van Allen guy. I'm not saying that the radiation doesn't exist, but I'm saying you and I don't know that. But let's talk about stuff we do know. So when it comes to the moon landing, do you know who Gus Grissom is?
Yes.
He was the first, and who is he then?
He was one of the first astronauts in the Apollo program.
Yes, and what happened to Gus Grissom?
I believe he tragically died in a oxygen environment in capsule.
So they were in the capsule going to do a test launch. They weren't going to go in the air. They're going to do a test launch. And one of his last words he said,
a launch.
It's not a launch, but they were practicing getting in a launch, practicing getting in a capsule for a launch.
They were doing a fully pressurized test using all oxygen.
What I'm saying is they're doing a test for a space launch. Okay, what are you talking about? Well, let's just agree that they were doing a test for the launch. We can't agree on that.
Yeah, but it wasn't a test launch. It was a test for
well,
the
you can't
program,
do a
yeah.
test launch theoretically. You can only launch it one
Come on,
time.
Alex, you're dealing with the best here.
You're
sharp.
not beating me. Why? We're arguing semantics. I'm saying it was. Do you know how Gus Grissom died? Yes, in a test. Okay, he died in a test. He never went to the moon. Do you know what Gus Grissom did before he died?
Alex, I'm not gonna.
He hung a lemon on the lunar lander. No,
listen.
Listen. He hung a lemon on the lunar lander and said this will never go to space. And then he died shortly thereafter. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit and argue with somebody that knows way less. You know way less than Gus Grissom. You and I both know way less than Gus Grissom.
Can someone? Guys! Can someone tell me the significance of this lemon? What is the lemon?
Google Gus Grissom lemon.
Alex is just.
Google Gus Grissom lemon. He hung a lemon. Google it right now, Danny. He hung a lemon on the lunar lander and had an impromptu press conference and then died shortly thereafter. And he admitted that we couldn't go and then died right after. He was the original Neil Armstrong. Yes, buddy.
So we're gonna get into all this on the after show.
Look at Gus Grissom. Look at Gus Grissom lemon. Did you see it, Danny? Hold on, CBrook.
You know how the rover fit under the Apollo?
It doesn't matter. Why was there no blast crater when it landed on the moon then? Yet when they walked around the moon, they were kicking up dirt. When they're in the rover, they're kicking up dirt. But yet when they landed, there was not one speck of dirt on any of the pods that landed. No, why was that? Answer that, CBrook.
I'll debunk every single falsehood.
Then why was there no crater under the? Why was there no crater under the lunar lander?
No, let's go back to the first thing that you said.
No, let's go to the crater of the lunar lander that did not exist. Why was there no crater from the blast engine? Why was there nothing?
Okay, why was there no crater from the blast engine?
There wasn't.
Go look at any picture. There's a picture. There's craters
everywhere.
No, there's not. From the blast. Listen, Danny, this guy doesn't even know that there's nothing underneath the blaster. You can look up a picture. There's nothing underneath it. Yet when they went in the rover, when they went in the Jeep, when they were walking around playing golf, they're hitting up dirt like crazy. It's flying everywhere. You can look at the clips. Yet when the lander laid down, there was no blast mark. And there was nothing. There was no dirt on any of the pods, any of like the 4 pods that were on the moon. No dirt on that. Yet when they're driving around, there's moon everywhere. So just trust me. It's fake, bud. We didn't have the technology then. We don't have the technology now.
Out there with the flat earth.
You need to look at Gus Grissom.
Okay, let's
just look up Gus Grissom. He knows more than you, CBrook. He knows more than you.
Okay, we're gonna look up Gus Grissom in the after show.
Right? That was only for one mission.
Listen, you can't tell me why there's no blast crater. You can't tell me that. You don't know anything about Gus Grissom, so you're not educated enough to discuss this topic with me. I'm sorry to tell you that, CBrook. You don't know anything about anything.
Okay, I gotta.
You're gonna hang up again? You need a safe space?
Well, this is to hang up because you're not even talking and you're not answering any of my questions.
Let me talk.
Okay.
Why is there no blast crater?
Okay, Alex, let him give him 2 minutes to talk, just because this is kind of unlistenable right now.
Okay, on the soft landing, I wouldn't expect a giant blast crater. There shouldn't be a blast crater. It was a soft landing using smaller engines, and they would blend in perfectly.
There's one engine is what it was, bud. One engine. So, and they sat right on top of it.
They had another one for steering. They had a smaller one.
A huge engine blasting fire should leave a mark on the ground, bud. I'm sorry.
Dude.
You can't debunk that.
I studied this. I grew up.
What did you study?
Where did you study? See, that's a liar, because I know you didn't study this.
I know people.
I know. You know people. You studied this. You know people. You don't know anything. You're obviously a liar.
Alex.
Where would you study this?
Alex, one moment,
your mind is so open, your brain fell out. You're right about some things on 9/11 and whatnot.
I'm right about a lot of crap. I'm right about the moon landing.
Okay, caller.
But you make it all look foolish when you're wrong about the moon.
Caller.
The moon landing was fake, dude. You can't just look up Gus Grissom. CBrook, do me a favor and look up Gus Grissom.
I challenge you to a full debate, and I will provide.
I would kill you. You can't tell me why there's no blast crater yet when they're driving around. They're kicking up dirt everywhere. You can't tell me why that happened. Well, how could they have a phone call from the moon? How do they talk to Richard Nixon? Yet my service goes out when I'm in Colorado. Oh my gosh. The idea that you think in 1969 we can make a phone call from 250,000 miles away shows you how dumb you are. I'm sorry to
I know it does seem
unbelievable. Focused radio waves.
Focused radio waves, 250,000 miles.
Caller, just before I wrap this up, caller, what are your qualifications? What did you take in school.
Yeah, well, do you have a job? I don't think this caller
I have
has a job.
an internet degree in YouTube seriology.
An internet degree! I'm not here to argue with internet degree holders, all right? Go
Listen,
get a real
everything I
degree,
know I learned
not
on
from
YouTube, and I will
Phoenix,
not have
University
you
of Phoenix
disrespect you.
online.
All right,
I'm sorry.
That's
you know,
I
this
think
is not
University
an
of
online
Phoenix
chat
is,
room.
I think University
You don't
of
get to go
Phoenix
to college in 4chan, CBrook. Your internet degree. That's not even real.
Look, I'm
Go
going to
get
say
a job.
I humored that longer than I probably should have. That probably wasn't the best thing to listen to. Alex, we got a question from Chad, my good friend Chad in the chat. He has a very good song out right now called Psycho, and he says, we all know you're the GOAT, but who is your favorite rapper? That's what he wants to know. And he's
Of
a rapper
all
himself.
time,
The two of you should, do a song together. He does the outro for this show. Man, it's so good. The song Light Switch.
Damn, we do need to do a song. I'm actually going to put out some more music, and I need to make some music with some other people. I need to collab more. But
you should collab with Chad.
My favorite rapper of all time, I really like UGK. Kid Rock was one of my favorite when I was young. I know that sounds crazy, but I love da bang, digga, 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 said the boogie, and up drop the boogie. I love that as a young kid. Obviously, Biggie Smalls. I love Tupac. But those are like the greatest of all time. Right now, like young, I mean, R.I.P. Young Dolph is probably my favorite, like current rapper, even though he just passed away. But like old school stuff, even Eminem, I used to love. Now he's kind of lame, but
yeah, that happens.
Yeah, all the hits. I love them all.
Rapper. All right, let's take a call here.
3-6 Mafia too. I loved. Yeah.
Nice. Hello. Thanks for calling Low Value Mail. One moment, please.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? Okay, you are on with Alex Stein. Go ahead.
Okay, so you guys were talking about the moon landing, but this is a separate question I've had, like with family and friends. Like, I don't know if I should ask the question towards Alex. I don't know if he spoke about it before, but
just go ahead.
Do you think dinosaurs like ever existed? Like the dinosaur bones they show in the museums, do you think they're real?
Those are not. This is my last question. This is my last question. I have to go.
Yeah, we're wrapping this up very shortly anyways. I actually only just learned that they're not actually dinosaur bones. They're just like...
Yes, they're all carbon copies. Supposedly, every single dinosaur bone has to be kept, unlock and key because they have too much radiation. Yeah, you got to look up Edward Cope and the Bone Wars, how we found all these bones in like 1870. That's like the first time we found bones. Yet we had like all these pre-existing civilizations that never found these bones. And, I personally think a lot of these bones are, big animals. Supposedly there's like Nephilim, there's giants. So yeah, dude, this is a conversation we could go into, but everybody needs to look into the Bone Wars or the fraud of the Bone Wars and about how they would lie about species and how they would say, oh, this bone is this and that. Every single dinosaur you've ever seen is an artist impression of what they think it looks like.
All right, well, we're going to check into a lot of this stuff on the after show tonight. For sure.
And I'm out of here, dude. I'm out of here, Danny. I'm not on the after show. Am I on the after show?
No, you're not on the after show. No.
Good, but you need to get into all these topics. No, but I'm a dinosaur expert. I'm an expert on everything. I'm one of the world's smartest human beings. Not really. I'm an idiot. My point being is I've read a lot.
You're very well read. Yeah, you're a very well read individual. Yeah. So does that answer your?
There's something weird about dinosaurs. Yeah, they're big lizards or something.
They are, and
don't they say that? I should look into
the
Bone Wars.
Bone Wars.
Go
the
look
dinosaur
into the Bone Wars fraud.
Yeah, the Bone Wars fraud.
They were like stealing from each other. It was basically like the Lewis and Clark of bones.
We're gonna look into it on the after show. We're gonna get into it. So if you want to join,
I'll send you some links.
Okay. All right, thank caller. All right, dude. Thanks for your time. We're gonna wrap this up very shortly. Let's take one more call. Do you want where do you want people to go find you?
Go to my Prime Time with Alex Stein. Lisa's in the chat. Lisa, tell them where to go. Go follow this channel. Okay, I said this in the chat. I commented in the chat. All 200 of you guys, go there. Please leave a comment, subscribe. I'm begging you. I need more viewers.
Let's answer a call here. Hello. Hey, what's up? One moment, please, while we patch you through to Alex Stein, and you are on with Alex Stein. Go ahead.
Big Pip, how's it going, baby?
Pimping ain't easy, but it show is fun.
Love it. I don't know. I'll avoid the moon landing, but all I know is India did not get a probe on the moon.
Fake news.
At all.
Thank you, sir.
Very
That
smart.
thing
You're
is
a very smart man. Yes, sir.
Thing looks
I mean,
like Lego.
goddamn, and that. I mean, it looked like a Lego. It did. It looked like something that some kindergartner put together.
They spent 85
could not make it.
They spent 85 million to go to the moon, and the movie Gravity took 125 million to make in Hollywood.
There you go. There you go. It didn't happen. I just want to know, Pimp, how your Cowboys going to do this year?
Well, man, they're looking hot, dog. Hot like some fish grease at the fish fry. Am I right? I mean, 30-10 against the New York Jets. They whooped that ass, and then they also, whooped that ass of the Giants. So, yeah, I mean, Dallas came to play, but at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys of the last 25 years have, in the NFC, have the highest regular season win percentage. It's like a little bit over 500. Yeah, we've always had such a terrible time in the playoffs trying to win a game, always losing. Haven't been to the NFC Championship since we went to the Super Bowl in 1996. So I don't know. I'm optimistic because we got some good cornerbacks, we got some good players on the field, but at the same time, the Cowboys are professional losers, stringing us along to the last minute, and then tough. It's like your wife cheating on you on her wedding day.
You know what's amazing though about sports and stuff in that regard is that you could have so much animosity built up and all this heartbreak, and then they could just win one year and it just erases it all.
It erases it all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything.
I'm always on the Cowboys bandwagon, but I'm always, pissed and skeptical.
Yeah, but like one year and you go like, just washes it all away. Just like that.
That's what I'm mad about.
Dude, I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. It doesn't get worse than that. It literally doesn't.
Yeah,
get
baby.
worse than that.
I know. Yeah. Well, I'll just say as a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I've gone through all that. And I have.
That's what I'm saying, Grant.
I know, man.
Super Bowl every year now.
We're doing it, baby. I'm going to say it's 45-0 Chiefs Cowboys Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh! I mean, are the Chiefs? Well, they're going to get injured or something. It's going to be something's going to happen to the Chiefs. You think they're going to make it? What? Chandler Jones? They re-signed him, defensive end. They got him. He held out though, right?
Well, yeah, they got all that, and they just got Chris Jones back and Kelsey.
I mean, Chris Jones is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Well,
but we just
awesome.
need to make sure that Andy Reid's son doesn't kill someone this time again.
Oof.
Can you believe that? I still can't believe Britt Reid. What was the latest of that court case? I actually got in a lot of fights with the Hunt family. They live here in Dallas, and in a Facebook group that we're all a part of called the Highland Park, Highland Park.
The Hunt that owns like the Chiefs?
Yes.
They live in Dallas?
They live in Dallas. Yeah, they're from Dallas. Lamar Hunt's from Dallas. The Cowboys used to be the Cowboys and Chiefs. Chiefs started in Dallas. There's two football franchises.
Oh, no way. I didn't know.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dallas
so
Texans.
They used to be the Dallas Texans. Yeah. So,
yeah. I don't know.
And I said that they didn't do enough for the family. Yeah, I mean, well, I know Tamara or whatever the wife's name. What's her name? It's like Tanya or Tanya. I forget what the fuck her name is. But yeah, she like threatened to sue me. I have all the DMs. I leaked them. Where she's like. Ooh. Because I said that they weren't taking responsibility, but they ended up taking responsibility. But it took them about a year. They took all because it's going to be a bad court case. But he was drunk in the facility, and this is at the time of COVID where they were doing the contact tracing, so they knew exactly where he was. And the NFL just whitewashed that. That just shows you like if they could have made that the hugest story. Drunk coach during COVID protocol, drinking his thing, paralyzes 6-year-old girl, or she was 7 years old. I forget her exact age.
Yeah.
But no, he got very lucky that she lived. That was huge. If she would have died, it would have been a much bigger story. And B, that the NFL doesn't want the bad publicity, and that they can kind of whitewash stuff like that away. Where none of the mainstream media really talked about it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, caller.
Put him in Jackson Mahomes. Thanks. Bye.
Take care. All right, we're gonna end this bad boy.
I'm tired, dude. I did my show, and then we just did almost 2 hours.
I have a flight at 6 a.m, and I'm still doing an after show. Probably shouldn't have, but whatever. Is what it is.
How long do you go on your after show? An hour?
I do an hour. Yeah, it's more so that I have to go home and pack, and then have to be at the airport. I have to leave for the airport at like 4:30.
Because you got to go to Denver. You said
I got to fly to Dallas. No, I got to fly to Dallas to get to Telluride. Anyways, nobody gives a shit about this. All right, that's been the show, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. We're going to start the after show at 11 p.m. sharp. Go head over on this channel. There's a different link. Phone lines will be open only for
chat
patrons.
rats. I want rats in the chat. And
Rats
I
in
want you
the
to go
chat,
watch my show, Primetime with Alex Stein,
Go
on
watch
Blaze TV and YouTube.
Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday Is that
7
correct?
7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Alex Stein, thank you for joining us tonight. You are the man, everybody. No episodes for the next 2 weeks of the Bathhouse or Low Value Mail. I will see you at the beginning of October. If you're at Skankfest, come say what's up. Night, everybody. I'll see some of you soon in the after show. Bye-bye.
My shit heroic. Empathic abilities, yeah, my face be also stoic. Bleed, blow up, nigga, that just means I'm working. They see me as a leader, so that's why I'm Captain Kirkin. These tracks from the stars, that much is for certain. You can feel this hit if you up or if you hurt. I'm raising my stock, not talking my feet to some Birkin. Number Johnny 5, got a fucking short circuit. Bring the track to life when I spit phenomenally. When I hit, she feel that shit in her abdominals. These rappers make me laugh like comic view, they comic through. You know I got a ball out, I hit the track running just like Sonic do. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, and they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, then they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, I'm pulling up fresh on some